y'all. If you think I look like shit, it's probably because I feel like shit. Let me actually get up so I can tell y'all what's going on. Whew. Y'all, I look bad. I look fucking rough. So yeah, I have in fact been going through it. But I guess at least I have honey with me. This is a blanket one my friends gave me. What you, hun? Last week has been fucked up. Last like 13 days. Honestly, because the shit with one hoe. I was having a rough time, y'all. I was having a super rough time. And I'll do a video about it because it actually is a thing that very much matters to me, and I would like to talk about it. But current circumstances, what's going on right now within, as you can see, I'm in a lovely Super 8 motel right now. Chilling. Last night I was in my bed in this dingy ass motel room with all the lights off, eating cookies naked, and for the life of me, I couldn't ascertain whether or not that was rock bottom or living the dream. Because it could very well be living my best life. That might be, all I'm capable of. But I tend to think that it's not the best spot to be in. We'll say that. I am currently in a Super 8 motel in like Methville. It's a sketchy ass town that I am currently inhabiting. I went to Florida to meet a friend. We went to the beach, and I actually had a pretty good time, but I always have a good time when I go to the beach, so that's not news. My car always has problems. And so on the way to Florida, my car started overheating a little bit, and I was like, okay, let me put some fucking oil in this bitch, and we'll see what's what. So I put some oil in there. Ravi started, chilling out a little bit. I got to Florida and I bought some more oil. Didn't realize, when you go to Walmart, the shit is all out of fucking place. And I didn't even realize when I was looking at the oil, someone had put a fucking transmission fluid bottle like with the oil. And so I accidentally got a transmission fluid container, like a gallon of transmission fluid instead of oil. And so I'm on the road back home and my car is acting up. It's overheating a whole lot. And so I pull over in like Nowheresville, like off on this exit that like there's literally nothing there except for like a food mart that's been abandoned. I pull over and this cop comes up to me and I'm like, oh fuck. And he's actually he's not nice, but he's not a hindrance. He's not necessarily helpful, but he's like, yo, here's a number you can call if you continue to have problems with your car. And I was like, thanks man. And I go back to the back of my car to get the oil and realize it's transmission fluid. So yeah, I definitely needed some more oil, but I didn't have any. And so I had to call the insurance company to tow me to a repair shop, and the repair shop did a quick diagnostic, determined that my car not only needed oil, but the water pump was broken. And this causes me mad fucking pause because y'all remember when I got my timing belt replaced, the water pump is something that they replaced. That's something that is in the timing belt kit. So yeah, I had to wait to get my car fixed because they had a whole bunch of stuff that they already had yesterday to take care of. And so I came to this Motel 8, or the Super 8 motel, and I stayed the night. People here are fucking loud, and it was hard to sleep. Not to fucking mention, coming here, I was like, Oh man, they have like the bed bug things wrapped around the covers on the mattress, and I was like, bro, it doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't matter if they have bed bugs because I already have bed bugs. I don't think I mentioned to y'all. I don't think I mentioned to y'all that when I had my room sprayed, um, the bed bugs just moved to the room next to me, and then came back to my room. I mean, it seemed like they came back to my room almost immediately. The thing about having bed bugs, about having any kind of parasite, any kind of like infestation in your house, and kind of being a little bit psychotic. There was this combined effect. Let me explain. Okay, so I started getting bites maybe 2-3 weeks after the dude came and sprayed my room. For a very long time, I thought I was hallucinating these things because I did have a night like a week after um, the guy came to spray. I had a night where I woke up freaking the fuck out because I thought I had bites and I could feel them. I literally could feel like the bump on my leg, uh, and I could see it from the light on my phone. And I don't know why I freaked out so much, but I did. I really lost my shit. And I got up and turned on my light. And when I looked back, it wasn't there. All of the sensations that you experience when you have a bed bug bite, that's what I felt. It felt itchy. Felt like it was like kind of tingly and burny. It felt like a raised like mound of skin, and it wasn't there. It wasn't there. And so I've been having, not a whole lot of hallucinations, but I've had enough to make me doubt whether or not I'm actually getting bitten when I am actually getting bitten. On top of that, when they came back, uh, their bites were different. The bites were different. They were more like mosquito bites, I guess. I mean, they still were exactly the same, where they were, hard to the touch, raised welts. They were larger than mosquito bites. They always are larger than mosquito bites, and way more itchy than mosquito bites. But unlike bed bug bites that I've had in the past, these go away within a day. And so that added to the weird like delusional hallucination-y like experience where I'm used to having, if I get bit by a bed bug, I have the bite on me for at least a month. Like it almost like scars a little bit. And so getting bitten and then it going away within the day made me feel like maybe I'm not getting bitten. Maybe I'm just hallucinating this shit again. And so I would show Dig, and Dig was like, I don't really see them. And so it made me feel like I was losing my mind. It made me feel like I was legit, like I was crazy. And I don't think he was trying to gaslight me, but that's the effect that it had. That I thought I was crazy. And then I started sleeping in the room next to me, thinking that that room might have been clear because I assumed when I started getting bitten again, or that like I thought I might be getting bitten again, that it was just my room. And so I went to the room next to me and I got bit the fuck up. So I was like, okay, cool. So Dig lets me sleep in his room, and I get bit up the worst I've ever been bitten up in his room. So it seems like they just moved everywhere. And Dig, he I guess either he wasn't noticing, he wasn't paying attention. I couldn't see how you wouldn't notice these bites because my bites were so bad. They were really, really, really bad. But maybe his body doesn't respond the same to them. Uh, they were horrendous. So with all that in mind, what we're doing is trying to, I guess, do it the do it yourself route, or at least being more proactive in our actions, because when the professional came to spray my room, like he just sprayed once and that was it. Like the last time I had bed bugs, they came back 4 times. And so it just feels like they just don't do their job as well. And so we're taking way more action to kind of mitigate the problem. I raised my bed up. I put in some interceptors. I had nights where like I wasn't getting bitten at all with the interceptors, so the interceptors actually do work. Dig got an actual like pesticide kit for bed bugs, and he treated my room and he treated his room. We still need to treat the room next to me. That's my mother-in-law's old room, but Dig has a lot of like sentimental things in there, or like a lot of her stuff is in there, and like he's really dragging his feet on actually going through that stuff because he's had like 2 years to go through it and he hasn't gone through it yet. So whatever. But yeah, guys, I am not doing well. Not doing well. It's what, 10:30, 10:40 almost. Checkout is at 11. I'll get an Uber to the mechanic and wait there until they fix my car, until they finish it. I still have several hours before I get home. I still have to drive several hours. Yeah, y'all, I'm so fucking tired. And I got a Patreon. I got a Patreon. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that later because this shit. It's not even like I'm gonna be doing shit on the Patreon anytime soon. But I did want to get an idea of what kind of things you guys wanted to see. But yeah, I'm out. I'm fucking out. Bye, y'all. What's up, y'all? So I got my car back. We're back on the road. I still have a while to go to get back home. But the ordeal, for the most part, is over. I can get back to life as I know it, which isn't great, but it's a hell of a lot better than this. So, here's to adventures. So, I am back. It only took an extra day and a half, but I am here. I'm probably just gonna go to sleep for the next 3 days, to be honest. I feel like I'm fucking up my life, and I don't know how to do anything right. I don't know how to make it so that every second of every day doesn't feel like I don't fucking belong here. I literally have like $30 in my checking account. Shit out here is fucking real. I'm so tired.